but I'll shut it off though.
Thank you for the warning.
music stops, you have to grab a chair.
I can't find my way.
This is confusing. Oh, look at there.
Well, the music stops
You're right
now.
next to me, my good friend. I think that hat's for me. Yeah, that's me.
You got a chair, Chris? Right there, next to Al.
Very good.
Members of the Board of Trustees, Suffield faculty, Mr. Titus Welliver, families, friends, and members of the class of 2021, welcome to the 188th commencement of Suffield Academy. Please have a seat. We are here today to celebrate the accomplishments of a spirited and talented senior class. These young men and women have come from all parts of the world to study and prepare for the future. They have shown remarkable persistence and perseverance in the face of adversity. As they now reach the final stage of their Suffield journeys, I can tell you this is a class distinguished by their leadership, spirit, resilience, and deep sense of pride in Suffield Academy. Despite the great adversity of the past 18 months, these seniors have had a strong impact on our school and on each other. In a few moments, we will have the opportunity to hear from Titus Welliver, an acclaimed actor and artist, and the father of one of this year's graduates, Quinn Welliver. We will also hear from Megan Swanson, selected by her classmates to speak on behalf of the class of 2021. I want to welcome all of the families watching this event on the live stream around the world. While most of our graduates are here with us today, others have been studying remotely in 8 or 9 different time zones. They have done a great job, and we are pleased to celebrate their achievements this morning. I also want to take a moment to recognize Suffield's class of 2020, whose spring term and commencement were remote when the COVID pandemic began. As many of you know, during last year's commencement, we named the Suffield Bell in honor of the class of 2020 as an expression of gratitude for their resilient spirit during the sad, disruptive time that accompanied their senior spring. A plaque by the tree just south of the bell outlines this. The bell is Suffield's most iconic symbol, originally cast in 1834 and used to celebrate important occasions like today's commencement. In 1865, the bell rang for hours to celebrate Lee's surrender to Grant at Appomattox. When President Lincoln was assassinated in the same year, it tolled steadily to indicate the grief of Suffield at that tragic event. As we proceed, the bell will annually ring in honor of the class of 2020 at the Suffield commencement. I ask Ann Salvatelli, the director of our leadership program and college counseling and the parent of a member of the class of 2020, to ring the bell in their honor today. Finally, before we proceed with this ceremony, I ask today's graduates to again reflect on the wonderful opportunity your parents have given you of attending Suffield. Your parents have sacrificed much to make this day possible. They have shared in the joys of your successes and consoled you in times of disappointment. I know they are very proud of you as you graduate today. Please rise and give a quick wave and hello to your families. Let us now turn to our ceremony. We will begin with some awards for members of the class of 2021. Fred Powers, Suffield alum, past parent, and president of the Board of Trustees, will help me award this year's prizes. The Emmett Kent English Prize is given to students who demonstrate the best written work in the course of the senior year. We have many great writers in this year's graduating class, and with honorable mention to Juana Bourgeois, Michael Greco, Stephen Greco, and Amy Wang, the Kent English Prize goes to Megan Swanson and Sarah Kurbanov. The Edward Manning Gallup English Prize honors the student who maintains the highest sustained average in English over the course of studies. This year's winners are passionate about writing and exhibit genuine and deep engagement with literature. The Gallup Prize goes to Amelia Keeley, Cassie Dumais, and Daniel Ennis. How fortunate are we on this weather? You deserve this more than any class I know. Got a great day. The Ken Linfors History Prize is named in honor of a longtime history teacher and Suffield's headmaster from 1987 to 1996. The Linfors Prize recognizes sincere interest in history and consistent honors level work through preparation, insight, and thoroughness. It goes this year to a talented history student and excellent writer. With honorable mention to Jenna Daly, Daniel Ennis, and Sarah Kurbanov, the History Prize goes to Cassie Dumais. The Senior Science Award honors the top science student in the graduating class. It goes this year to Jim Ho in absentia. Congratulations, Jim. The Austin Language Prizes recognize excellence and high achievement in language study. With honorable mention to Emma Crossman and Mason Kumiga, the Austin Spanish Prize goes to Amelia Keeley and Daniel Ennis. With honorable mention to Kate Brasso, the Austin French Prize goes to Norman Slate and Emmy Lemza. And with honorable mention to Hunter Tran, this year's Austin Chinese Prize goes to Miles Henley. Tell Miles to stay right here. He gets the next prize, too. Stay there. You're getting another one. The class of 1874 Mathematics Prize is given to the outstanding mathematicians in our graduating class. 3 members of this year's class have taken the highest levels of math and thoroughly excelled in our math courses. With honorable mention to Silas Casertano, the 1874 Math Prize is shared by Amethyst McKenzie, Amelia Keeley, and Miles Henley. The Collins Religion Prize recognizes students who have excelled in our philosophy or religion classes. This year's recipient has consistently displayed both an understanding of the abstract concepts of philosophers and logical analysis and implications of the ideas. With honorable mention to Julia LeCaire, the Collins Prize goes to Norman Slate. The Ralph Hansen Economics Prize honors the best economics students based on the mastery of economic principles. With honorable mention to Hunter Tran, this year's Hansen Prize winner has an inquisitive nature that drives him beyond the mere accumulation of knowledge in the subject. The Hansen Prize goes to Will Schmitz. Going to Georgetown, Fred. See him in D.C. This year's winner of the Computer Science Prize is a skilled student who has excelled in many disciplines and particularly distinguished himself in this area. With honorable mention to Miles Henley, the Computer Science Prize goes to Nick Cannonberg. The Francoise L. Waskowitz Award is given in memory of one of Suffield's great teachers. It is an endowed travel grant awarded to a student who, after 2 years of French to the 3rd level or beyond, has demonstrated outstanding effort, love of the French language and culture, and intellectual curiosity. This year's recipient shows dedication and genuine spirit in all of her pursuits. The Waskowitz Award goes to Maddie Lemza. Congratulations. The Cum Laude Society was founded in 1906 to annually recognize superior scholarship in independent schools throughout America. Cum Laude election at Suffield is governed by our academic committee, a group comprised of our academic department chairs, the director of college counseling, and our academic deans. They consider those students whose grade average places them in the top 10% of the graduating class and have been on high honor roll at least 4 out of 5 of their junior and senior marking periods. The students who meet this standard are then considered individually with respect to other nominees in view of their combined junior and senior grade average and the rigor and balance of their academic program. The motto of the society is Arete Dike Time, excellence, justice, honor. I ask that Suffield's 2021 Cum Laude recipients, except for Caitlin and Jim, who have been studying remotely, come down to receive their certificates and pins from Academic Dean Sarah Yeager and Board President Fred Powers, and also get a group photo. The members are Jenna Daly, Cassie Dumais, Daniel Ennis, Miles Henley, Jim Ho, Amelia Keeley, Emma Crossman, Amethyst McKenzie, Will Schmitz, Caitlin's son, and Hunter Tran. You can get, that's fine. Caitlin and Jim, we will send you the certificates and pins along with some other gear in the coming days, but congratulations to you and your families as well. The Robinson Environmental Award was endowed by Jack Robinson, Suffield class of 1960, and is given to students with a passion for the environment. Jack is with us today and will present the award. This year's recipient did a remarkable job helping manage food waste and getting our comprehensive composting efforts off the ground in our dining room. We now turn our food and dining waste into organic fertilizer. The Robinson Environmental Award goes to Mason Kumiga. We now want to honor several students who have made profound contributions in the arts. The Janice Severns Art Prize is given this year to 4 students who have shown exceptional skill and dedication in visual arts. They brought inspiration and talent to our studios and school. Their creative skill and high level of output set a wonderful standard for artists at Suffield. The Severns Prize goes to Sophie Pirandini for her diverse artistic skill, Megan Swanson for her excellence in graphic design, and Neil Budge and James Mooslew for their sustained commitment and vast talents in ceramics. The Hinsdale Smith Photography Prize honors notable accomplishments in photography. The Smith Prize is shared this year by 2 students whose dedication to photography has been inspirational. The Smith Prize goes to Mason Kumiga and Amy Wang. Amy is receiving the prize in absentia. The Alan H. Fuller Prize in the Performing Arts is awarded to students making performing arts a major part of their lives at Suffield and enriching our community with their love of the theater. It is shared this year by 3 students. 2 excelled as performers on stage and in several performing arts courses. The 3rd has been an outstanding stage manager and leader of our productions. The Fuller Prize is awarded to Nyla Gomez, Max Santopietro, and Norman Slate. The Bradford Gooch Music Award carries the name of a master teacher and musician now retired. The Gooch Award recognizes superior musical talent and dedication. This year's winner has made significant contributions to various campus groups and is a highly talented musician. The winner is Silas Casertano. The Kent Davis Speaking Competition is a long-standing and valued tradition at Suffield. There were 9 students involved this year. The Emmett Kent Prize honors excellent oratory and speech writing skills, and the Charles Davis Prize is given to the speaker who demonstrates strong oratory skills and keen awareness of the subject in relation to the audience. The Kent Prize goes to Emma Winarski, and the Davis Prize to Max Santopietro. The Solon Goldstein Class of 1916 awards were established in 2017 by Jerry Goldstein in memory of his father. The awards recognize 2 members of the graduating class who have displayed noteworthy commitment to Suffield's leadership program. In addition to the prizes they are receiving this morning, these students will have an opportunity to direct endowed funds toward an area of life at Suffield they feel can be enhanced. The recipients of the Solon Goldstein Awards have been teaching assistants in the program for 2 years and shown modest, thoughtful leadership in our community. They are Bridget Laurie and Michael Greco. The Henry Thevenin Prize was endowed through generous gifts in memory of Henry's remarkable spirit and zest for life to honor a postgraduate who exudes sincere enthusiasm and affection for Suffield, as well as commitment to all aspects of community life. This year's recipient brought enthusiasm, kindness, and persistence to all endeavors. She is humble and talented. The Thevenin Prize goes to Dina Rosley. The Class of 1999 Unsung Hero Award for Athletics was endowed in memory of Christopher Knight. Chris embodied the word unsung. He was a low-key young man and very reluctant to seek the spotlight. His classmates created this award to recognize Suffield student athletes who show commitment, perseverance, and great pride in the school. Jim Knight, Chris's father and a 1973 Suffield graduate, will join me and Fred in presenting the prize. Jimmy. This year's winners displayed commitment, skill, modesty, and enthusiasm that significantly impacted Suffield athletics. The award goes to Jangmin Song and Robin Campos. Close friends of the Regan family endowed the Parker Regan Prize in 2013 in memory of Parker. It is given to a graduating senior who has shown sustained, transformative growth intellectually, emotionally, and personally during their years as a Suffield student. It is intended to honor Suffield's emphasis on distance traveled. This year's recipients have made steady progress that has been impressive to watch. They have truly grown into confident, articulate young men. The Parker Regan Prize goes to Andrew Gingold and Quinn Welliver. The next award honors the career and model of George Previer. George gave 35 years of dedicated service to Suffield. He personified high standards and relentless effort, always accomplished in a modest and humble way. The award recognizes students who contribute significantly to campus life in unsung ways. This year's winner is Silas Casertano. The Bintu Ojomo Class of 2007 Prize was established in 2020 by friends and classmates in memory of Bintu. It is awarded to a graduating student of color whose devotion to others is keenly expressed in their enthusiasm, joy, and leadership, and who helps make Suffield a kinder, more just, and accepting community. The first ever recipient of this prize is Reagan Russell. The Jonathan Kaufman Head of School Prize honors special attainments not otherwise recognized in these proceedings. This year it is awarded to a student whose creative talents have enhanced our community. We are pleased to recognize Hunter Tran. All right, just a few more before we get on to the main event here of giving Suffield diplomas to all these graduates. The next series of prizes honor overall excellence in thorough contributions to school life. The first award, the Class of 1947 Extra Class Achievement Prize, recognizes a student who has been a constant contributor to the Suffield community with particular attention to life outside of the classroom. The prize goes this year to a student who has been deeply invested in community life and always supportive and creative. The Extra Class Prize goes to Max Santopietro. The George Butler Cup for Athletics is awarded to the most deserving athletes in our senior class. Our recipients must have distinguished themselves through their commitment and excellence on the field and through their leadership. The Butler Cup for Girls goes to a young woman who has excelled in our soccer, basketball, and track programs. She is a graceful, determined, outstanding athlete. The Butler Cup goes to Rose Casso. The Butler Cup for Boys goes to a young man who is one of the elite swimmers in the country and has also used his athleticism and determination in soccer and track. He is a terrific athlete. The Butler Cup for Boys goes to Joe Rusnock. The next award is endowed in honor of Gordy Glover, a member of the Suffield faculty for 44 years. The Gordon Glover Award honors the top scholar in our senior class. Scholarship should be understood here as rigorous inquiry and demonstrated curiosity matched by impeccable work habits. The main emphasis is placed on the willingness to wrestle with ideas and take intellectual risks in all disciplines. It goes this year to a young woman who excels across disciplines and has elevated academic life at Suffield. The Glover Award goes to Cassie Dumais. The Meade Alcorn Jr. Award for Scholarship in Athletics goes this year to a student who has thrived in our academic program and in athletics. She is a true scholar athlete and a wonderful young woman. The Meade Alcorn Prize goes to Emma Crossman. The Courtney Robinson Spirit Cup is given in memory of Courtney Robinson, Suffield class of 1988. Courtney brought intense effort and spirit to everything she touched. The prize is given annually to a student who has demonstrated outstanding commitment to team sports at Suffield. It honors team play and positive spirit. I will ask my wife, Hillary Cann, who was a classmate, teammate, and very close friend of Courtney, to help make the presentation of the Robinson Spirit Cup. This year, the award goes to a young woman whose skill, spirit, and support of her teammates have enhanced our school and our athletic programs. The Robinson Spirit Cup goes to Kate Brasso. The William Bradford Bates Scholarship and Activities Prize goes this year to a student who's made profound, broad contributions from academics to athletics to community life. This year's Bates Prize recipient is Jenna Daly. The Torch Society prizes were established to honor the original spirit of Suffield's Torch Society, which recognized students who help create, sustain, and extend good fellowship and positive spirit throughout our community. They embrace our emphasis on inclusion and encouragement. A group of seniors will be recognized today and some juniors at our Underclass Prize Day in the fall. Before recognizing this year's recipients, I want to acknowledge that last year 10 juniors were chosen, and they are here today. Rose Casso, Jenna Daly, Eugenie Davis, Daniel Ennis, Nyla Gomez, Elm Pia Sambatkul, Reagan Russell, Max Santo Pietro, Will Schmitz, and Norman Slate. This year, the Torch Society prizes go to Regine Decosard, Stephen Greco, Abby Hick, and Caitlin Sun in absentia. The Appleton Severns Award is given in honor of Suffield's 19th headmaster, a legendary figure in our history. It is awarded to the senior who best shows a sense of pride and loyalty to Suffield, spiced by a keen sense of humor. This year's recipients have shown great enthusiasm for all aspects of school life. They've consistently displayed kindness, loyalty to Suffield, and immense school spirit. The App Severns Prize goes to Bruce Zhang and George Bauer. The Faculty Award for Citizenship and Service to Suffield is given to a student who displays excellent citizenship and consistently strong effort. This year's winner has shown diverse talents, persistence, and deep dedication to academic excellence and intellectual engagement. He has been a reliable presence in our community. The Faculty Award goes to Daniel Ennis. Before we hand out our highest honors at commencement, the Suffield diplomas, we have 3 faculty prizes. The Richter Teaching Award is named for one of Suffield's great citizens, Don Richter, who was a longtime trustee and president of the board. The Richter Award honors excellence in teaching, the power to communicate and influence, mastery of subject matter, and creativity in involving students in their own learning. I will ask Sarah Yeager, Academic Dean, to join me and Fred in making the presentation. This year's recipient has long been an exceptional educator, teacher, coach, and advisor. Along with the rest of our faculty, his persistent optimism, resilience, and willingness to learn new ways of communicating shined more than ever over the past 18 months as we taught both in person and remotely. He found new opportunities in a time of immense challenge, a clear sign of a leader and an excellent educator. We are pleased to give the Richter Teaching Award to Dave Godin. The Elijah Benjamin Andrews Award is named in honor of a former Suffield headmaster who went on to become president of Brown University. The Andrews Award recognizes a faculty member who has made contributions to student development. As the past year has unfolded and Suffield has rightfully reaffirmed our core values, most importantly our steadfast commitment to ensuring that all community members are cherished and supported, this faculty member has been extremely helpful in her work with our students and faculty. She listens closely, offers helpful guidance, and has the well-being of our students and school at the forefront of her efforts. The Andrews Award goes to Liz Warren. Last, the Prevere Kinney Coaching Prize recognizes the excellence of George Prevere and Dennis Kinney, two legendary faculty members in Suffield history. Endowed by Jeff White, class of 1965, the award recognizes the ability to inspire and effectively lead student athletes, passion for athletics, and enthusiasm for Suffield Academy. I will ask Drew Gamir and Wayne Patterson, our directors of athletics, to make this presentation. This year's recipient has consistently led teams to outstanding performances and is widely admired among New England coaches for the consistently high standard of the program he leads. He is a dedicated, successful coach who has built a rare and notable level of consistency. The Prevere Kinney Prize goes to Brian Brissett. Did she tell you? Reese? No. Oh, she kept the secret. I can't believe it. Congratulations to all of this year's prize recipients. Now, please stand and join us in singing America the Beautiful. We have some students headed up, I think, for the musical part. It's now my privilege to introduce this year's commencement speaker, Titus Welliver. Earlier this year, in January, I believe, I was reflecting on commencement and who I would ask to be this year's speaker. I'm a fan of Titus's work, and I had a suspicion he might be in this area in late May with his son Quinn graduating from Suffield, so I called. Not Titus, but Quinn, who I had not yet realized was going to be studying remotely for part of the winter trimester. I wanted to chat with him about his college search and also wanted to be sure he was comfortable with the idea of me asking his dad to speak today. Quinn picked up my call, and he seemed relieved that I was only asking about his college search and what he thought of this idea. He said, "I think it would be great, Mr. Can. Give him a call. He may not pick up immediately. He's filming the final episodes of Bosch, and there are a lot of COVID restrictions, but I'm sure he'll get right back to you." So I called. Titus immediately picked up. I've been doing this job for a while, and not surprisingly, Titus seemed pretty anxious that the head of his son's school was calling him in the middle of his senior year. When I asked about whether he would consider speaking today, there was a pause and clear relief. And Titus said, "I'm smiling ear to ear, Charlie, and I wish you could see it. I would be honored." Titus is an acclaimed actor of film, television, and theater. He's most well known as the lead character in Amazon Studios' series Bosch, and also for a wide variety of work in film and television roles, including Transformers: Age of Extinction, Argo, Promised Land, The Town, Gone Baby Gone, Lost, Sons of Anarchy, The Good Wife, and Deadwood. Titus's paintings and prints are exhibited in the Metropolitan Museum of Art and in other noted museums and private collections. He's a great artist, able to convey complex emotions on screen and on canvas. Please join me in welcoming Titus Welliver as our 2021 commencement speaker.
It's pretty funny looking out into this sea of faces, how many people actually knew the lyrics. There are a lot of fakers out here. Good morning, Suffield Academy graduating class of 2021, esteemed faculty and families. It is a tremendous pleasure to be here with you in person rather than on screen, but please keep your cameras on where we can see you and your microphones muted until the conclusion of this ceremony. Thank you. In the fall of 1975, I submitted my application to Suffield Academy and excitedly waited for a response. In the spring of 1976, I received a letter of rejection from Suffield Academy. You weren't aware of this, were you, Mr. Conn? For decades, my pain has grown into an enormous pyramid of resentment, rivaled only by the great Mayan structures of the Yucatan. Brick by bloodied brick, my vengeful heart and hands have constructed this monument of soul-crushing disappointment. My long-awaited moment has arrived, and for the next 4 hours, no intermissions or restroom breaks, I will address this staggering injustice in a language of my own creation. Yes, I created my own language, and only I can decipher its complexity. Well, that and the other voices in my head that too have endured the anguish of Suffield Academy's heartless humiliation. That was a pause for more laughter and thunderous applause, but it's okay. No. I'll come. I'm sorry, that was shameless. No, my previous statements were untrue. I never applied to Suffield Academy, as I was serving time on a juvenile chain gang in Jackman, Maine, for impersonating a vegetable at a county fair. That's a whole nother story. Okay, that's not true either. Hence the golden rule that an actor seldom writes their own dialogue. So let me begin again. For the past 4 years, you've had the tremendous privilege to live and learn in the nurturing but challenging environment of Suffield Academy. You have been given opportunities to explore, take risks, fail, and obtain knowledge that has prepared and fortified you for the next chapter in life and your education. Make no mistake, college is not a continuation of your experience at Suffield, but rather an entirely different journey filled with its own obstacles and rewards. Buckle up. If you reflect on your thoughts of anticipation of what Suffield was going to be like as a freshman, those excitements and anxieties are not dissimilar, except your time here has furnished you with tools, a skill set, if you will, which shall serve you as you navigate what is ahead. The past 18 months of this pandemic has altered your course, magnetized your compasses, and tested you to the core. Nothing has been as it was in any way, nor will it return completely to how it was. So it goes. We are tactile creatures that thrive on our senses to connect. And with the absence of them, things become abstract and lack flavor. That being said, the human spirit is resilient, or surely we'd have gone the way of the dinosaurs long ago. There is great hope, light, and renewal in front of you. Watch for it. The essence of what has carried you through all of these moments has been connection. Connection to family, friends, this faculty, yourselves, and the familiarity of the secure routine we have taken for granted. As you sit here today, take a moment of reflective observation in the surroundings of these people and these buildings that you hold so close to your heart. Relish the memories of triumph and disappointment. The inspiration of a teacher's helpful comment written on the margin of a paper you worked so tirelessly to get right. Remember athletic victories achieved through courage and teamwork. And most importantly, the endless hijinks conceived in the Union. And yes, there have. And by the way, you're all on video surveillance, and Mr. Khan is an expert lip reader, and this will all be outlined in your final transcripts being sent to your colleges. So, hold your memories close. You may not feel these memories in this moment, but these memories, these connections, provide substance to your foundation that will come into play when you need them. As Hunter S. Thompson once said, when the going gets weird, the weird turn pro. So rest easy, parents. I'm not encouraging your children to be the next Hunter S. Thompson. But I think what Thompson was saying was that life is bumpy, messy, it may push you out of shape. But without the bumps, it's a bit of a bore. I think the poet Kenneth Rexroth expressed it well in his poem for Eli Jacobson. It is good to be brave. Nothing is better. Food tastes better. Wine is more brilliant. The sky is bluer for the brave. I've noticed on Suffield's Instagram account lots of pictures of seniors wearing shirts with the names of their chosen college emblazoned on the front. And you know, it's a statement. It's an expression of pride and a little bragging. It represents the culmination of all the hard work that has led to that momentous opening of the envelope and the joyous words, "Congratulations, you've been accepted to blah, blah, blah." So you go to the gift shop and you purchase the shirt so you can represent, and you should. And I suppose my message here is where your English paper will make its point, is bring your Suffield Academy shirt to college. And now and again, represent. Represent this incredible place and its people who have been beside you and walked this road with you, leading to today. Now, some of you will go on to become doctors and lawyers, scientists, artists, cops, and some will become actors that portray characters of these said professions. But whatever you decide to do it well. and because you must. Passion is what gets you out of bed and what carries you through the fire. And I will conclude, this is everyone's favorite part, by saying you got more road ahead of you. Good, bad, and indifferent. It's all about how you walk the road. So go out there, plant your flag, and make some noise, because it's yours to get. And one more thing. Always remember to say thank you. Gratitude and kindness count, but they do not cost. Congratulations.
Thank you, Titus, for those superb remarks. Will you now please stand and join in singing our alma mater?
You know the words, right?
Are you going to play it once? No, it's okay. It's fine.
Oh, these guys are going to help us out. That's a good.
Sorry.
No, no problem. Thank
Are we
you.
on that side again?
Yep.
Good.
To fair Suffield, your name so dear, we'll raise in song and cheer. Through endless days, we'll sing your praise, so all the world can hear. And when our days at school are over, in classroom and on field and stage, in each one's heart there'll be a spark for friendships formed at old Suffield.
Thank you. We come finally now to the awarding of the Suffield diplomas. I will call on Beth Bailey and Patrick Booth, advisors to the class of 2021, to present the candidates.
Guys can get up. You can get up. There we go. Zaina Abadi in absentia. Reese Farrell Apgar. Aiden Joseph Ryan Atenese. George Isaac Bauer. Kayshawn Michael Bennett. Lachlan McRae Berry. Maximiliano Bloom Villanueva. Juana Bourgeois. Nicole Carolyn Boutry. Catherine Ann Brasso. Neil Alexander Budge. Robin Ainsley Campos. Silas Louis Casertano. Emma Ann Casey. Grace Gabrielle Casso. Rose Mary Casso. Hunter Gabrielle Chung. Julia Sarah Cotelier. Samantha Jude D'Angelo. Jenna Shea Daly. Eugene Wells Davis. Regine Nora Decosard. Stands up. Jenna Elizabeth DeGoot. Raymond Jacob DiSabato. Catherine Emma Rose Diop. Thomas Patrick Dowd. Cassandra Marlene Dumais. Andrew Jenna Deruha. Marwan S. El-Bendari. Daniel Jonathan Ennis. Zachary Caden Feller. Toby Miller Gibbons. Andrew Howe Gingold. Nyla Sierra Gomez. Barrett Banks Grant. Michael Vincent Greco III. Stephen Nicholas Greco. Aubrey Day Healer. Miles Alexander Henley. Abigail Desai Hick. Peter John Homeyer. Christopher Clayton Hostetter. Base Howe in absentia. Anthony Darren Izzo. Erin Catherine Yakum. Ryan Amelia Turner Jones.
Nicholas Richard Cannonberg. Partho Karak. Amelia Helen Keeley. Andrew James Keene. Emma Catherine Crossman. Mason James Kumiga. Sarah Esther Kurbanov. Aaron Julius Lang. Julia Lee LaCare. Bridget Rose Laurie. Jiyoung Wan Lee. Amelia Catherine Lemza. Madeline Grace Lemza. Yihang Lee. Carly Samantha Litt. Peter James Londoner. Sally Shen Luby. George Keith Lucas VI.
Puran Liu, in absentia. Nicholas Emilio Maggi. Khalil Abdullah Majid. I think we were going to go down for him. John Frederick Malley III. Garrett Daniel Mastella. Amethyst Gregory Hope McKenzie. Delaney Elise Miles. We're good? Rebecca May Moglin. Christian Dante Moore. James Teoman Muslu. Renee Nunez. Isabella Ilona Nutini. Riku Ugura. Sarah Louise Phillips. Sophie Megan Perandini. Vorachat Elm Piasampatakul in abstention. Jacob Michael Plag. Gabriel Henry Qua. Gabrielle Hillary Ream in abstention. Charles Andre Robert in absentia. Amira Ruzdina Binti Rosalie. Nathan Alexander Ruette. Joseph Waylon Rusnock. Reagan Shelby Russell. Yaswin Sanguison, in absentia. Max Anthony Santopietro. William Mark Schmitz. Andrew Nicholas Serafino, in absentia. Samuel George Slafstein. Michael Dittler Schlesinger, in absentia. Andrew John Skowski. Norman August Slate. Changmin Song. Joaquin Romero Salas Strigan. Caitlin Sun, in absentia. Daraj Siraj. Megan Elizabeth Swanson, one of Swanee's girls. Sean James Tajan. Theodore Fisher Taylor. David Gregory Towers. Hunter Tran. Kihoy Wang, in absentia. Davis Mather Warren. Quinn Marlowe Silas Welliver. Emma Teresa Winarski. Peter Alexander Withers Clark. Sydney Walden Wolf. Jiafeng Wu in absentia. Omar Mohammed Zakaria. Yaolin the Bruce Zhang. Rory Taylor Zwerko.
Congratulations, everybody. I would like to now introduce Megan Swanson, who will address you on behalf of the class of 2021. Megan is a four-year senior from Tolland, Connecticut, whose love of Suffield Academy is always evident to everyone here. Megan.
Good morning, everyone, and congratulations to the class of 2021. I am honored that you selected me to speak on behalf of all of you today. I hope that my words resonate with you and your Suffield experience. I would like to begin by expressing my deep gratitude for the Suffield Academy faculty and staff. To Mrs. Graham for inspiring me to express myself honestly and artistically. To Mr. Brissett for teaching me how to learn and laugh simultaneously. To Mrs. Laundreville for reminding me that it's okay to ask for help. To all of you for fostering a community where students have the freedom to be our true and genuine selves. Thank you for cheering us on through our triumphs and helping us rebuild ourselves in the moments where we fell short. In our most formative years, you challenged us and changed us. For this, we are forever grateful. We are more kind, responsible, thoughtful, and resilient because we learned from you. To the class of 2021, I have spent the past week reminiscing, reflecting, and struggling to find the words to represent the time we shared together. Most poignantly, I thought about everything I initially expected my Suffield experience to bring. In doing so, I uncovered the message I intend to share with all of you today. As underclassmen, we began to develop subconscious expectations about what our futures would look like. We watched the seemingly mature and confident seniors as they carried out Suffield traditions, and we couldn't help but wonder what it would be like when it was finally our turn. We eagerly waited in anticipation of everything our senior year seemed to promise. Rigging Tiger games so we could finally win, getting our food first each day at sit-down lunch, the sound of applause echoing on the chapel walls after our senior speeches, and packed stands cheering loudly at our final sports games. These experiences had been traditions for so long that we had no reason to believe our year would be any different. Even those of you who just joined our class this year heard about these quintessential Suffield experiences and likely visualized yourselves immersed in all of them. Yet, in the words of American novelist Margaret Mitchell, life's under no obligation to give us what we expect. Despite Suffield's dedication to making it as normal as possible, the reality is that this year was nothing like we expected. For some of you, it didn't even take place on campus. For those of us here, the typical aspects of life at Suffield were temporarily altered. Our sit-down community lunches were traded for boxed food and plexiglass dividers. Desks were separated, sports seasons were canceled, and COVID tests became part of our weekly routines. We understood the circumstances of these challenges and the importance of our compliance to them, but it didn't make them any less heartbreaking. We reached a point where bad weather and last-minute cancellations became our new expectations. We continued to hope for positive change, but were hardly surprised when things did not go in our favor. The idea that life owes us nothing was significantly evident this year, but it is a truth that is not unique to now. Changed plans, unexpected events, and unfulfilled expectations will follow us on all our life journeys. Once we acknowledge that nothing is promised to us, the expectations that are fulfilled become more meaningful. We learn to appreciate the small moments, and we embrace change as an opportunity to create new traditions. So, yes, this year was different, but I urge you not to let these unanticipated changes outweigh the new and exciting ones. Let us remember the new paths that we forged and the memories we created that are uniquely ours. Our year was not defined by COVID restrictions, but by our resilience despite them. My Suffield experience didn't go exactly like I anticipated it would, but I would relive it over again if I had the chance. I hope that you too feel like you soaked in every moment. Now it's time for new expectations. I want you to close your eyes and picture the next chapter of your story. Where will you be? Who else will be in it? What will it be like? Now open them and acknowledge that reality will likely be much different than the 10-second story you just visualized. There will be heartbreak, loss, and failure. There will also be laughter, celebration, and triumph. We are leaving Suffield Academy equipped with the tools we need to survive it all. Regardless of how unexpectedly and unconventionally life unfolds, know that your stories can still be beautiful, memorable, and fulfilling. I can't wait to hear all about them. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you, Megan. That was terrific. Now, as we close commencement, let me share some brief final remarks with the members of our class of 2021. First, I want to reiterate that we are proud of you, and we have high expectations of you as you move on. You've really done beautifully here, showing dedication to each other and to Suffield, persistence in the face of adversity, and compassion as people. We have been through a lot together, and collectively we have helped distinguish Suffield during a complicated period. We extend our gratitude and thanks to you for your ability to pivot and adapt to changing circumstances while always reflecting your devotion to growing as students and people. As you head off to the next part of your life journeys, please try to remember a few ideas we have tried to instill in you. These are among Suffield's most cherished core values. First, as you know, we feel a vital way to evaluate your life is by the distance you travel as students and people. Hard work matters. You will find that your destiny will be more a function of effort than intellect. Diligence, as Ben Franklin said, is the mother of good luck. Second, be yourselves and be proud of who you are and be inclusive and loving to others. The best way to be happy is to like yourself. And the easiest way to like yourself is to do things that make you proud. And third, as I mention each year and feel most strongly about, always keep in mind the immense importance of goodwill, of being uplifting to others. Three things in human life are important, Henry James noted. The first is to be kind. The second is to be kind. And the third is to be kind. As we close this event and our seniors head off and ring the class of 2020 Suffield bell, we remind our graduates of Robert Frost's quote, "Home is the place where, when you have to go there, they have to take you in." Suffield extends this offer to you, and we hope you return often. Members of the class of 2021, we salute you and wish you well. Congratulations, the bell is now yours.
Silly. My leg is better. See where my son is. Unfortunately, the apple doesn't fall far. Excellent job. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks. You too.
Congratulations. Really appreciate it. Titus, pleasure to meet you. Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You too. How old is the youngest?
Rookies? She's talking about it. She's talking about it. She's seventh grader.
You did a good job.
We'll see if she does ninth. We'll see if she does ninth. She said, I want to meet Charlie because I really want to get into the school. I need some help. I said, great job. I said, one thing at a time. So.
Nice to be here.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Nice job, Charlie. To go to Pace. He's studying theater there, so he's very happy. And it is. It's nice favorite event at the Westchester campus.
No problem.
Thank you. It's such an up. Yeah, so he's excited. And thank you very much.
Well done, sir.
Thanks. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Always
Thank
wonderful.
you. Thank you. We'll be back. I think it'll take us a while to get out of here.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes.
There in the base. There's probably one up here.
Thanks for coming, George.
Great to see you.
See you. Thanks for being here. I hope so. Yeah.
Oh, we did.
Nice to see you. Thanks for being here.
All right, George. Take care.
Always great to see
Hang
you.
in there.
All right.
Take that big case. Take that big one. Yeah, guilty. It's guilty. I don't even get it. You don't have to read it.
Congratulations. Good to see you.
That's my wife, Don.
Nice to see you.
Hey, Charlie, if two of us are going to go today.
full power? No.